Hello guys, okay, welcome to my YouTube channel. Unfortunately, I couldn't do an official introduction video due to some reasons. One of the reasons being nako. Akina nako. Oh guys, nako is one thing that I don't have. So but I think the most important thing right now is just to get down to business, do the first video and then in introduction. You guys will know me hanako intetsamaya. So the most requested video, it was how to study, like study tips or study techniques, or like it's my most requested video. So by the way, ke Musa Tato Malifani, and then it gets a grade 12 with this. Yeah, that's why it's a video today. But never mind that. Let's just get down to business. Get into the first video. Oh, please, if Osoka or subscriber, please do consider subscribing for more content. More content is coming, guys. Please subscribe. Shapo, so the first and most important tip, okay, this applies to grade 10, 11 and 12. The first and most important tip is consistency and flexibility. Be consistent, but also be flexible. Okay, point exam like if you decide to start studying, sharp, good, do start studying. Maradening, if like okay, every day you study 8 or 9, and then okay, say you start today, tomorrow something comes up 8 say nelile tropong also goodly, or I don't know, something, and then typical person set it's okay, 8 today I couldn't study, so kita bala 8 to 9. That's the your mistake. Be flexible, be consistent, but also flexible, meaning sharp 80 but then after like you finish whatever that you were busy with, because commitment, guys, commitment, sharp, because this is very important. Like being consistent. Oh my gosh, being consistent, you to so like that's the first and most important tip. So now we get into the other tips. So like that was the first tip, sharpo. The second tip, this is also important. Try like at all times udule ule pele. Not like pele, but always be ready. So in Tanana, it's gonna work if on the ATP. This is what you need to do. And then like the ATPs are all the subjects that you're doing. After that, try okay, this is gonna be week 1. Let's say week 1 example. Week 1 was ATP. If y'all are gonna be doing the function, like be prepared before we are classing. Get some background information. You could put like knowledge from the grading studying. If we grade 12 for, if grade function, obviously we're gonna need like knowledge functions of grade 10, 11, which in grade 12 most of the time they do not teach again. So when you're on your own, go back. How about okay, next week we're gonna be doing this. How to go back or share okay. You could remind yourself, okay, this is how functions work. Because fully prepared mentally, sharp. That's the second tip. Okay, so now okay, Eric, stop with the number, like please can I just stop numbering the tips and because like I don't know, they're confusing me for some reason. So sharpo, for mete like mete study techniques, I think it's so simple and straightforward. Practice. Okay, but how do you practice? Okay, so this is what I found it works best for me. I don't know if it's gonna work for you, but this is what works for me. Can I just remind people again, okay, the tipis and nana diantusa, and they're also helping other people, but that doesn't mean dito tusa coffee. So move. So mete if only textbook and then you have your calculator or sharp. So this is what you do. Can I textbook try and understand concept their topic before actually getting into the calculations. Try to understand like the concept of topic before getting into the calculations. Sharp, once you get into the calculations, whenever you find that body example in most textbooks, I think textbook of it, they have examples. When I'm more stuck on thing exampling, this is what I normally do. Go to YouTube or share like search topic or whatever that you're doing, and then try and watch the videos a thing and see how they do it, because I'm one person who understands things better when they are done practically. So okay, this is how he does it. After that day, I go back to the textbook. Okay, do I understand? If I do, sharp, I move on to the textbook questions. Sharp, I do those after, and only after, like if I'm positive, okay, I'm done, can understand like in a pin. Then, hey, once I'm comfortable with the textbook questions, then I move on to past papers. I think this, like from Mama grade 10, everybody's just telling you, practice the past paper, practice the past paper. Sharp, but how do you do that? Sharp, or should a question related to the topic and one thing about the past paper out of textbook, you don't confuse her, because whatever language you in textbook, you use like the past paper, so it's gonna confuse you. So it's best way to get familiar with the concept. So what you using the exam papers, the exam pampering, the exam paper. Sharp, you get it. So how so like the terms, concept study, past paper, try with the questions a thing. Wherever more stuck on thing, try to remind yourself about the YouTube video, about textbook before your memo. And then in house, what's like, okay, I give up. This is like the final straw. How we told. Only sure. Don't just scam all a question. What's like, okay, I don't know this. Memo. No. Challenge yourself. Write whatever you want. Okay, if you know 2x exam easy, I get into it. And then in after. How so only then so yeah, I think that's how you best work around Dawaya meds, and then practice every day, because if you don't, these things deliver very easily, okay, for some people like me. So yeah, the next tip, I think it applies to the subject is a theory. Well, I don't know, but okay, this is now I apply this the subject in theory. So what I found out, the subject is a theory, okay, mainly it's a negative, which is geography and life science. Most of the time, the question papering, I could say like what we actually studying for, okay, life science is like an organ, a process. And usually, okay, we're focusing on the organ process, but under the process, like certain things. So what they usually want, an explanation of the process, importance of process, and then in the functions. I think the functions, okay, if it has to do with organs, but the functions, and then they somehow like I don't know, linking whatever that we're doing in our everyday lives. So yeah, it's usually what we're doing, and until it affect the why is it important, why. So yeah, life science, geography, like theory, it has to do with what, why, how, when. Theory, like it's key question. That's what you need to ask yourself whenever studying for a topic. Yeah, theory, what, how, when, why. Those questions because that's usually what you need to know. Whatever that they teaching you, most of the time, but how I'm explaining, okay, this is how DNA replication takes place. She's explaining the how part, why, and then I explain, okay, this needs to happen in order for new what to be. She's explaining the why part. So that's the way to tackle theory subjects, I think. And then for your languages, guys, languages the most, okay, I keep saying the most important thing to everything, but I think you get the point. Everything that I'm saying is important. So yeah, for the language, okay, as soon as Bofa Buka, whether it's drama or short story, please, Sky, don't hesitate. every time out thola chance bala, and make sure that whenever like you read the book, how to bala, summarize whatever that you've just read on a piece of paper, but don't lose that paper on a piece of paper, because it's easy to forget some details about what you've just read, because I think we tend to turn a blind eye. So like how summarize everything, it's all the next time instead of booking, you just go to your summary. Chapter 1 and this is how it went. So works for the novel and short stories. So yeah, and then all you need to do is master how to write, master creative writing. I'm talking about the essay, the diary entry, letter, informal. Once you master like creative writing, you good to go, because Bibles are every year. Paper 3, it's there. So at least how to work. Okay, for paper 3 I've got the maxing and it's a bonala. Then you're okay. All that's left go to the like the language part of the language because subject the language subject. So the verbs in all those things. So yeah, man, I think like I've summarized everything because LO yona iwela under the part like theory subjects, because ba o jwetsa ntho and ba o jwetsa e leng ka jwang with your everyday life, how, when, why does it happen. LO is usually about ntho tseo kaofela, so le yona like it has to do with LO, man. Think of it as subject your life. Whatever that you're doing, it's applied in our everyday lives. Kapa like raipela. So whenever you study something, like for LO, like it's a hard concept to digest, kapa in, try and link it with something that you see every day, kapa like. So that's LO for you. LO better fella like just study, man.